Hey, beautiful soul. Welcome in for your weekly reading for April 25th through May 2nd. Happy May later this week. For those of you that are new to me, I'm Joyful Medium Joy Giovanni. I help people get clear messages and guidance from loved ones in the spirit world, as well as clear information from their own soul about choices they're making in their own lives. Now, last week in the reading, we saw some potential for truth coming to light, for structure and order being very important. And this week, I feel like is continuation. I guess aren't all the weeks a continuation of the last. This first card that we have here is the Justice card. Now, sometimes this is justice in a literal way where things are being corrected that were wrong, unjust, unfair, inappropriate. But my hope is that some of this is happening, but let's see. But justice can also mean so many things, right? Perhaps it's just clarity about what's just and unjust that is happening. Perhaps there are some social justice movements rising up as a response to things that have been going on that are out of order. If you look, this person is holding these scales of justice as well as a sword. And the sword indicates using logic and reason and wisdom, but in that way that we idealize our legal system, right? The wisdom and truth to look over things in an unbiased, very fair way. So this card has to do with globally for us because it's a major arcana. So this is more of like a pivotal life moment. And this could also apply in our individual lives if perhaps there are things going on in your place of work or in your home where just we're making some choices and some adjustments based on what's fair and equitable in the more eternal wisdom sense. Let's see how this shows up. This next card that we have is this King of Wands. Now, this is a wonderful card because the kings in tarot are the most evolved version of this energy. Wands have to do with what we're passionate about, which could also lean into that social justice movement that I was talking about being within the potentials right now. But King is not self-seeking, is for the people, is really the most advanced, wise version of the energy of that suit. And wands have to do with our life's calling, what we're passionate about, the work we're meant from the heart to do in the world. This doesn't have to be the career path that you're on. We can express this in lots of different areas of our life. So this could either be a representation of you really just rising to the fullness of yourself right now. It could indicate seeking a wise mentor who is at the pinnacle of whatever this is that you're passionate about, whatever you're feeling like you need to be in action about. But wands really is a suit of action more than a suit of thinking. So let's see. This next card is not everyone's favorite, but it's here. So let's talk about it. This Three of Swords. Now, this card is often thought of as the heartbreak card. So perhaps there are some things that you've had your heart set on that are just not working out, or maybe some of this realization and wisdom is bringing to your awareness that some of the things that you really felt like you wanted in your heart of hearts just don't make sense either at this time, in this way, with these people. This can also be an indicator of past heartbreak. I know I sometimes talk about this card in that way, like past heartbreak rising up to our awareness again, whether through memories or situations, or maybe something that's happening now is triggering a memory or a feeling of something from the past, or it could even be someone from the past rising up, reaching out, rising up into your life again through social, through email, through a friend. But just know this isn't necessarily a life devastating heartbreak because it's in the regular suit, not the major arcana. So it's a discomfort, it's a sadness, but it is an opportunity to look and decide, you'll see in these next cards, what we actually do want. Because if something is breaking our proverbial heart, it's obviously not for us in the way that we have been pursuing it, or its time has run out, right? Sometimes things are for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. So perhaps this was just a reason or a season, and now you can use what you've learned to move on in a different direction. The good news is in this next card and the following. The Magician. This card is a major arcana card, so it's more about our overall life or you at the core as an individual. And this card is letting you know you have all of the elements that you need to continue to move forward and really create the life that you want. Call forward other cooperative components Don't look outside of yourself and be needing others to fulfill you. That is an inside job. And you really do have everything you need to step into power. This card has all 4 of the suits represented. Let me see if I can find them for you. There's one I always have a hard time finding. It's the wand. She's got the wand in her hand. Here's the pentacle, here's the sword, and here's the cup or the chalice, meaning that she's got the ingredients from all 4 of these suits. She's got the wisdom, she's got the passion, she's got the magic in her, if you like that song. She really has been working through and working on her emotions and being a heart-centered person, right? So this is letting you know you do have all of those ingredients. It's just about using what you've learned so far to get clear on what it is you're actually wanting to create next. And that really leads into this next and final card, this 9 of Pentacles. Now, if you notice in this 9 of Pentacles, this person has been sowing their seeds and growing their garden, but she's a little bit pensive. She's really looking around, wondering. There's this little bird, which often represents spirit, right on her head, encouraging her, nudging her, because even though this harvest is almost ready and all of these wonderful things have come to fruition in her garden, we still have some choices before we get to that 10. And looking at, whatever's rising as far as truth and justice, whatever's rising as far as like the truth of our passions and our life's purpose, so to speak, I just saw something weird float by, whatever heartbreaks have come our way, and how we want to use this intention, this energy, this soul power that we have as the magician of our lives to decide, do you like what you're harvesting? I feel like I really want to get in there. Do you like what's growing in your garden? Are you satisfied with these results? Or do you want to start planting seeds, nurturing and cultivating something else in your life? It's just a decision point. It's a choice point to review, to look over, to see, given all the things that have happened this year. We're closing out January, February, March, April, the 4th quarter of our year. So the first third of 2025. In these several months that have passed now, do you like what you're seeing? Do you like what is showing up in your life? Or do you want to use this wonderful power of your soul that has come into human form in this lifetime to create something different? Let me know your thoughts on this. This actually feels like a really good spread, even though there's some work to be done here within ourselves. And again, we have the free community healing coming up in just a couple weeks. So if you have not signed up yet, go to my website, joyfulmedium.com, in the events section. You can also find it in the bio, link in bio, and all the places. And I hope that you'll join me. It's totally free, live on Zoom, and I also send out the replay. Big hugs, lots of love. Get to creating. Talk to you soon.